Alrighty lads, welcome back to another episode of my Jerusalem playthrough here, where we're in the midst of a war down here in East Africa, which will be satisfying once we finally actually won the war and converted things up. Moreover, I was looking out here in the New World, guys, and this colonial nation, which is actually French Caribbean, believe it or not, it just colonized out this way and perhaps conquered, but I'm pretty certain they just colonized out in this direction. Um, is exactly 10 provinces. Oh no, maybe more. Yeah, they have more provinces, but they're giving us a merchant. However, we can see there's also a French Colombia, which is not giving us a merchant. So I was wondering if we do declare on Flanders, who is no longer a tributary of Ming, thank goodness. He's got good diplomacy. But anyway, if we can actually manage to hand the occupation off to French Colombia, let's quickly count this up. He looks like he's got a decent amount. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So if we did manage to give him 2 provinces, he definitely has the range. This is the most obvious area, but that would be cool because we could grab a cheeky little merchant there. Not that it matters. French La Palette is giving us the merchant. And the only one with Liberty's Eye at the moment is French Brazil. I did, however, I had an idea. This guy's doing nothing for us, which I realized when I sent him there. I'm actually going to collect in the English Channel. Obviously, our influence in the English Channel is pretty small, but this is the wealthiest node in the world by far. And if we can strengthen our power here in Champagne, that's going to give us more pull in the English Channel. Because for some reason the game works this way, downstream. So let's build a stock exchange here in Champagne. And I am going to go ahead and state this up. It's not the best region ever, but yeah, it's fully accepted culture, and that actually doesn't improve your trade power by much, but regardless. These are some nice provinces if we do have the points to develop. It's whatever. It's whatever at this stage of the game. I'm actually surprised that the French haven't built many buildings. Burgundy definitely did. Like, look at this by comparison. Damn. Even in Paris itself, not much building action going on. It makes me wonder, we probably inherited some, yeah. Oh, it's Macedonia. Surprised some of these are not so high. There's a workshop, but not a, Anyway, you guys don't care about this, I don't think. I did decide on my next idea group, guys, and it's going to be quality, because a lot of you guys were sort of disappointed that I haven't taken policies. I didn't. Here's the thing, guys. I really value my admin and diplo points. I'm not that big on taking policies, unfortunately, because often I feel like we need those points when I'm trying to conquer the world, and in this case, this is the prime example. Theoretically, we have the Diplotech 23, and we shouldn't be in such need of Diplo points, but as you can see, we're in need of them. So the only real policy that I'd be willing to take right now would be a military policy. And if we take quality, then we have a policy here available of 10% siege ability with religious ideas, which of course is a military one. So it's 5 morale of armies, 10% siege ability. That one has me intrigued here for the late game. I'll be looking forward to utilizing that, move things along a little bit faster. But yeah, let's continue here. We've got a lot of sorting out Navy in particular to do, which is awkward. And because I exited the game, I have to kind of reselect this stuff here around Zanzibar. If I recall correctly, we're taking everything on the mainland and then take out Madagascar in the future. So that's 87 overextension, which means we're going to have to wait on this. And kind of back to the grind here. Let's kind of group up some of the navy. It's not too bad actually, eh? Too bad. He's protecting against pirates. I think they're protecting against pirates as well, but I'm not sure exactly why. So this was the main bulk of the French Navy. Nice. I like that. Some old-fashioned troops. Units, I mean. But it's not too bad. If we can just get some more cash, we'll upgrade them. Cool, okay, that's not actually too bad. So I'd be interested to see here, we're barely in the profit. But within a few months I expect to see more profits than we have at the moment. And unfortunately we had a lot of rebels. Yeah, so the French, most of the French stacks that I inherited are roughly... Yeah, this is bad. Hardly any cannons here, but I was looking around at them. A lot of them do actually have good composition. Some are very similar. Like, I believe I inherited this. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I left him there. That's the same composition as our units. Alright, is Genoa the best place to protect trade right now? It might actually be the English Channel. It is. In fact, once we gain Spain, you know, damn, we're going to be rich. I'm looking forward to it. Because our force limit is, you know, so high. I think it might be the English Channel. Use these light ships that we inherited to get some influence here. Where there is tons. I mean, even like 5% is a significant amount, right? This, why don't we get some... and it's got to be at least 40 in my opinion, but let's overkill it a little bit. Some additional transports there. I might just delete these. Let's just hold on to them for now. Alright, and I should consider when at peace integrating the Portuguese, but I mean, if we're going to be 0 Diplo points, like, it's not that big of a deal. Right now we're gaining Diplo as we lost reputation, and yeah, we're only integrating 1 nation, so that's good to see. Let's see how Diplo points accumulate just a tad, I suppose, before we begin integrating Portugal. But like I said, we have to be at peace, so I'll see how I feel then. We are at peace. And I'm wondering... I should knock off this guy at the same time, because we have a little bit of overextension to spare. Maybe he's the closest. Somebody was asking why I'm using so many mercenaries. I think, you know, most people understand why that is. It's because we're just so rich. Mercenaries are the bomb, but you almost exclusively just want to use infantry mercenaries because mercenaries are so expensive, and it's kind of a cumulative thing where cannons are so expensive and mercenary cannons are ridiculously expensive. And as your infantry takes the most damage being in the front line, that's why we use the Merc infantry. You'll be surprised how quickly, you know, 22,000 manpower would go away if a huge amount of our troops that are mercenaries were not mercenaries. And especially because I have so much on my plate, the price of wool... We don't own much cotton, but wool sucks anyway. I think we don't have like any manufacturers with wool this game. Because we were doing so poorly economically, I didn't develop any big promises. when I fight battles like this, we suffer lots of casualties, and I do that a lot, especially against rebel stacks. Usually because I'm stretched so sort of thin. Despite being so much more powerful than most of the nations I'm fighting, I only have a certain amount of troops anywhere and slash everywhere in the whole bloody world that we are fighting. It's going to take so long to get more troops out there. But most of the damage that we're taking is from infantry. We might lose this one, damn it. It's close, I underestimated him though. Yeah, I think we're going to lose. It's really close. You can't trust the morale anymore. This is so low though. Because he might stack fight me if we lose. I hate this game how you can't trust the morale anymore. Oh, we won. That's good to see. Anyways, most of the damage is on my mercs, as you can see, because they're mostly mercs, and that just costs us money. We can handle that. We can handle some money costage. Not a big deal. So who did I PU after? I don't even recall. It was Spain and France, same time Portugal, and I think Great Britain was next. Then Austria, then Hungary. No, other way around. No, Hungary's next. Okay, interesting. But Hungary does not need to be integrated theoretically. So I might leave him. It is Great Britain. I want to make sure my relations up with him as well. And I'm also interested in doing that sort of Russian or sub-Russian culture group client state. So we really don't benefit from owning this territory up here very much at all, I would say. We have to be at peace to do that. So Russia lost some land, but he's still over 100 development. That's right, he's got that massive province out here, eh? This one. Well, massive, 22. 22 development. Yeah, so the answer to why I'm mostly using mercenaries is because laziness. We can afford it, and laziness. That's the answer. Pretty good. Pretty good when you can afford it. Let's see if we can catch this stack here. Just trying to keep these troops down until we've caught up what we need to core. And I was supposed to be raiding. Let's raid around India. Probably forget about these guys and then have to redo it. Let's try not to. But I probably will. Because they're so tedious. Alright, let's look at our economy. Look at that. Oh, good stuff, mate. Mate? 3% here. Do I have any other light ships hanging around? So these were on pirate duty. We look good on pirates right now. English Channel of Pirates? No. Probably GB protecting that. GB has quantity ideas. These are some cannons. So we could do a good, let's just group those up. When we integrate GB, like, damn, we're gonna get too many troops. So we're gonna have to delete some. That's my kind of prediction. Oh, maybe. Don't forget it. That sweet money, those sweet sailors. Get to work, boys. Netherlands, I think Galera just formed the Netherlands. Interesting. So, Brabant. Brabant will, oh, he's the emperor. Damn, dude. He hasn't done. It's so late in the game though. He hasn't done any colonizing or anything. Yeah, Brabant will join. Are there any other Dutch nations? Doesn't look like it. Not a big deal. Pretty cool though. He's actually fully annexable right now. We would be massively overextended, but it's kind of tempting to just take the Emperor out. Anyways, let's declare war here. Because we can do that same time. So this is so annoying. How close are we? We're not really close enough. Damn it. I'm gonna have to group up those two stacks. Because it's that capital city, which is his only fort, I think, that we own, is going to fall here. So let's just try to group up our stackerinos. This general's pretty bad. But I don't know how strong revolutionaries are. I think they're just as strong as this nation is. But his tech is good. 26. Screw it. We can afford it. We can afford to just suffer. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. The laziness. Just go, just kill him, even if we win, it's going to be a brutal, painful victory. Just do it anyway. Who cares? They're just mercs. Kill them. I mean, that's where that morale would come in handy as well, right, guys? Yeah, we're not getting that event either for the admin and diplo points. I didn't even think about estates. It's my bad. Let's sort this out. Now, the Italians are unaccepted. I might prioritize them just a little bit. They can gain some autonomy. Not that it matters very much. We did have a manufacturer there. The production's good in Lombardy. So I'll just be wary of giving that to anything but the burghers. The burghers have plenty going on anyway. Just want to hand over enough land for these dudes. Now, if we weren't reinforcing, we'd be very rich. So, our missionary strength is really strong. I think the unrest guy would be nice. Let's grab that. And we can do some papal influence. That. Take the old admin points. I'll hold off the military until we've taken the military idea. Got to be capped though anyway. Oh, it's fine. 5% tech. I always end up doing it. Well, those are both nice for us, those boons. Not often that we get nice stuff like that. Got too many mercs if I pop these, that's irritating. That's 15%. Jeez, I think I just have to spam give this over some land. Up to about 60. Then actually going to be unhappy with us, but that's okay, not for long. Alright, we got some rank 3 advisors. So depending on how wealthy we are, our Oh, really? He's unaccepted. God dang it. Usually those are accepted from my experience, the guys you take. Just checking that we're doing fine on our military points, which we are. We're doing. This is a good time to rush that down. 10 per month right now. Good. Got those sweet, sweet military points. So there's probably something here. Yes, capital's not coastal. That's annoying. I was going to say maybe there's a lot to raid now if it's been developed up, but it doesn't look so much like it. That's fine. I'll do some cheeky raiding anyway while it's kind of on my mind. Oh, look at those Swedes. Swedish. There's the Swedes. I'm so bad at accents, guys. That's my one flaw. You guys might, you know, really respect me. And, you know, some would say worship. You know, you guys might think that, you know, Monk's pretty much the best human being ever by far. And you'd be right. You'd be right, to be honest. But if there was a flaw, the Budget Monk, it would be accents, guys, yeah. You know, could always improve on the old accents, especially if you're, you know, going to be in entertainment. You guys know what I'm saying? Some of these folks in entertainment do funny accents. I'm a little bit jelly, to be honest. Can hardly even speak my own language, to be honest, guys. So, as far as truces are concerned, this comes up in 2 years. That's really got me intrigued. Seems like forever we've been at war with the Commonwealth, but we've got a 4 years truce with them still. Alright, hurry up and core! This is so the late game in a nutshell. Hurry up and core! I'm bored! Thank you. That guy's dead. Still gotta wait for the other provinces. Yep. So, France contributed way more economically than inheriting his units costed. Well, I wouldn't say way more, but definitely more. Which is nice. That wasn't so tedious after all. Group a lot of this stuff up. We do have a lot of odd troops just hanging around, but that's all good. I moved him. Nope, it's that one coming. Sweet. But I'm thinking about big wars. I don't really think we have any big upcoming wars. Probably like the Commonwealth. Let's get some troops up here. Definitely have to take out the Empire, the Commonwealth, both of which, I mean, if Brandy's got backup with his generals and so on, his ideas, obviously nothing's going to be a overwhelming, obnoxious challenge at this stage. Are you serious, revolutionaries? Can you piss off? Yeah, but it's all relative, right? It's a challenge if you don't have the troops in position to fight them. Waiting on these, basically. And that's the big piece out, which is 87. It's one, no big deal. Big deal at all. Where'd you come from? They walked across from somebody else's land. How disgusting. Right. Flanders was allied with the whole world. I'm wondering about separate piecing him when we attack the Commonwealth. Yep. Brabant joins the Republic. Republic of Swamp Germany. Oh no, my little navy fleet. I guess they automatically transported over here. So this one has transports. Really? Really? We'll catch him if we force march. Up here. No, wow. Really? So that we just finished colonizing, I believe was a French colony. Maybe I'm wrong. We do have a colonist available. Either way, I think this is the most pleasant place to fill out our country at this stage, eh guys? There we go. Not that it matters, I suppose. This war's about to be over. Thank goodness. This is boring. Zero inflation. That's what I'm talking about. How much are we getting from gold? 8. Ooh. Damn, dude. Making that money back. That's nice. Once we do integrate GB, my goodness, we're going to be rich. It's going to be ridiculous. Be ridiculous. Okay. 6% will do us just fine. Dude, fighting rebels is like more annoying than anything else. Right now. We're expanding rapidly and then we pay the price. I can't even do my own accent, guys. Reals. Form French nation, lol. Could do it. Could do it, but we might as well stick as Jerusalem, guys. Tell me what you think. The French traits and ambitions would be pretty nice. We kind of flip-floppity failed with the naval ambitions this game, and you know, even if we lose the force summit, we're still going to be good in that regard. And French, yeah, naval influence is nice, but we're overkilling it there. Pretty much no reason not to go French at this stage. It's kind of an objective good, but you know, Jerusalem is pretty cool. You die. Uh-huh. The Ruskies are at war. It's an offensive war. See, I am wondering if we could free up some Diplo slots. When no longer one overall Diplo slot, that's cool. We could free them up here, like with the Spanish. And if the Ruskies shrink just by a little bit, we could Diplo vassalize him. And then he could be our Russian power, right? A Russian friend. Oh, siege ability. Yep, so I guess we should already be at war with somebody. I actually don't know who we should be at war with. Africa's looking really good, man. Soon we won't be able to move our troops out of there. Yeah, we have a truce here. And there for even longer. It might actually be in Europe. So the Netherlands is emperor. I wonder, we should probably just attack them directly, right? It would actually benefit us as well if we took the English Channel, stuff in the English Channel. Don't really have troops in position though, unfortunately. But I think that's what we're going to do. None of it is French. Yeah, that looks pretty easy, man. Expensive in quantity. Oh, it's got bloody good generals all day. The booger. Might not hire a general. Oh, army tradition's high though. Damn it. I want to rush this down. I both want to hire a general and not at the same time. Has our navy arrived? Nope. Okay, so I guess the Spanish are coming up there with a big stack, and so am I with many big stacks. I'm gonna declare on the Netherlands, guys. It's gonna be the next target. We need stacks here for stability reasons. Step into some grasslands. Okay. Doing well on manpower as well. Good. Everything's good. This is not perfectly clear. I think let's stay up Normandy. Got many states to utilize. Gives us a little bit of influence in the English Channel. And has he built? He has. He's got a stock exchange there that's good. So Picardy, we won't have to pay for this province apart from the diplo points. There's a lot of development here. Some coal, which I cannot utilize unless we develop, but I might. Probably won't, let's be honest. But yeah, I think let's do that as well. Get more influence in the English Channel there. And I'm just going to chill. Just a tad. Just chill. Until we get some more troops up here. Look at that. Drilling. Low morale. In farmlands. So be it. Get this war started. I doubt we'll stack wipe them, but it's worth a try. 5, 4. That looks like our best odds. Oh, lucky. Let's go, lads. Yeah, let's force march to try to catch him out of position. Got him. Look at him trying to run away. Maybe we will stack wipe him. I think he had offensive and quantity. Yeah, maybe we will. Lucky. No way. That was, must have been close. Wow. Is that a fort? No, it's not. I thought that was a fort for a second. I was actually really surprised that his garrison he was not garrisoning, which he was. So it makes sense. Okay, some of these he's trying to convert to Catholic. There's probably the priority there. Just stop him converting to Catholic. Because then it gets that cheeky modifier. Nobody likes a cheeky modifier. I'll give you guys the inside scoop. Everybody and their mum is basically asking me about the Holy Roman Empire series, which I'm really grateful for, that it's got sort of so much hype and anticipation. And people were asking, even in these videos, you know, when's the next one going to be? I was actually aiming to do 2 every week, guys, and I know that might not seem like much. Honestly, guys, due to, like, I think I've spoken about it, like, in real life, like, real life becoming, being a little bit overwhelming and, so on. part of me hasn't had so much motivation and so on. And I'm not gonna lie, guys. You know, I go through phases. I think it's pretty normal. I've mentioned it before, like a long time ago. Sometimes I feel really motivated to do stuff, and other times I don't. And when you struggle to find the time and so on, it's not the best. But basically, what I'm trying to build up to say is that I think it's the smartest in terms of the channel to stagger them in terms of channel growth and so on. Like, I'm almost positive it was in regards to the first episode. As you can see, if you guys probably don't monitor it like I do, but the first episode has a lot of views. I think if I just spammed episode 1, episode 2, there is definitely a sort of a notion where people do not like series as opposed to standalone videos. That's something I definitely noticed. And one thing I really wanted to do is to make each video stand in its own right. I've been working really hard on it, and you'll notice that if you pay attention that both of the videos, although they are a series, they are essentially both good individual videos in my opinion. Even if you watch the Hungarian one first, or only one of them, you would still sort of gain some benefit in regards to the subject matter. But yeah, I'm sort of ranting about that. Point is, I don't want to pump them all out at the same time. I apologize for that, and I'd be lying if I said that I'd finished them all. You know, I'm not just holding them back, I'm still working on them. But there's your answer. I know that doesn't exactly get the word out there, but any of the real homies, right? Who care? There's your answer. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. Pretty good. I guess we could just own both sides of the strait, do that, and then, he's not inside the Empire, is he? He did, he added himself, okay. Right. Wait, I am at war with them. Alright, I thought I wasn't. Okay, so we can take that at the same time. Like that, excellent. If I just make the occupation, great, great. So we'll own everything in that case. And then in that case, theoretically, we should be the strongest in the English channel if I state them up, which I'm probably not going to do. But that's really going to be a huge boon, taking this stuff. From my experience, this side is stronger than this side due to all the estuaries and so on. But, you know, if the English were just spamming rejecting trade, for example, perhaps it would not be the case. Okay, this navy has arrived. Deal with these rebels. And as we're going to be waiting for this core to finish in the same way as usual, I'm going to be ending the episode, you know, fairly soon. I'm not just going to wait till this war has finished. British are doing a good job protecting our navy. Let's get back to protecting trade with our lightships. Just quickly reflect on some of these. See, yeah, that's pretty. It's hardly gonna pay itself off, but I think it will. Counting houses costs 380. I think it will pay itself off. I can't be bothered doing the math right now. I'm actually really tired, guys. But luckily, we're at a little bit of an easy mode phase of the playthrough. So, Brazil's about as happy as they're going to be. We could do some pay off the debt. There we go. That looks good. Look at that. 39 per month. Beautiful. So that is a good investment. I mean, it's not 0.5, right? It's 39. 600 ducats for 39 ducats per month. And that will slowly grow if he develops and or builds more buildings through his own accord and so on. Oh, Holland. Holland is still out here. Interesting. Let's take him out. Now I wonder if somebody would give me the occupation out there. I could actually give that to Colombia, even though it's not in the same region. But that's going to be next episode, guys. I want to quickly check how much overextension East Friesland gives us. Nice. So we basically wait to core up everything, and that's going to be our Peace Outerino. We're going to be dominating the English Channel after that, which is really nice. I'm looking forward to it. Got admin efficiency coming up. And we're going to start to get unbalanced research if I don't tick up my Diplo. So, you know, if it was nearer to the end of the game, I wouldn't care so much. But a bit of unbalanced research is not necessary right now. Just tick up, slowly integrating Spain, and then I'll definitely try to build up a bit of a buffer of deploy points, and then start integrating Portugal as well. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode.